Hello, folks. For any of you out there who is watching this video, whenever and wherever you feel like it, good for you. Um, Basically, just giving you a little short update on what's been going on with me lately. Finally feel better and have been able to get out and start doing some of these videos. Um, these adventures through Phoenix and through life. Um, Unfortunately, my GoPro has been acting up, so I haven't been able to do any of the filming on the bike while I'm en route to most of these places. Sorry for not being able to come up with videos for those of you that enjoy watching the biking videos, but I am doing the best I can as far as trying to at least come up with some videos from some of these places I do come across, as well as pictures and just, that kind of stuff. This background picture here, believe it or not, is out here in Arizona. It's a man-made lake, Tempe Town Lake, actually. Pretty interesting a location there. If you've ever been there, then you know what I'm talking about. It's a pretty well-off area, too. Um, Tempe is usually known for its college kids and whatnot, party scenes and bar scenes, and just late teens, early 20s, some odd people trying to enjoy their life and figure out where they're going. Party town. Um, there are a few pretty sights there to see. Um, Check out my videos. I've got on my playlist of videos around that area, pictures, and there's no historical factory that they have there too. Right as you enter or cross over the lake there into Tempe, it's looks like an old grain silo building, historical. As you're coming in, you sit there and see it and think, well, why haven't they torn it down? It's about the biggest eyesore and dilapidated, you know, trashy looking thing here in this area. Well, they can't because it's an historical building. So I guess they managed to get one of those historical preserving sites there to take action before it was actually demolished. So a little bit of history that you can check out. Um, Definitely some views there to see. Pretty area. If you are watching these updates I put out, these videos I do, as well as checking out the photos and whatnot, let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe, share it, pass it around, whatever. I do have platforms or channels on other platforms such as TikTok and Snapchat, Threads, YouTube, obviously, Facebook. Um, Definitely still trying to find my groove or you know, my calling as far as what kind of content I'm going to produce and what kind of things I would want you guys to watch and see, and something that interests you. If you have comments, let me know. You know, don't be afraid to voice an opinion. If you're not from around here or know nothing about it, watch some of my videos. Um, if there's something you specifically like in one of my videos, let me know. I'll do what I can as far as coming up with more content along those lines if it sounds interesting to do. um, all my other channels and the other platforms are all under the same handle, so should be relatively easy to find if you prefer to check out content only on TikTok or only on some of these other channels, or just like to see the different content I put out on the various platforms. You can compare what I have on this one versus what I don't on the other one, or vice versa. And I figured I would do this green screen as a backdrop instead of just the boring old white walled apartment perspective that I've been doing on here for prior videos. Um, would like to do some more live content from actual locations that you know go to and check out on this platform. But seeing as this subscriber count is rather dismal on this platform compared to on, like, let's say TikTok or Snapchat or whatever, where I have several thousand each on those and only 67 here. Do me a favor, start subscribing, start passing the shit around. Let's get these numbers up. I want to put out more content for you guys to enjoy. I know there are a few of you out there that do enjoy it. I do check the analytics on these to get an idea of who's watching and where you're watching from and so forth. So I know there are people out there that do watch this stuff. Don't be shy. Get the word out there. Um, you know, I can't at this point afford to really spend money on something I'm not making money on, you know, to try to attract more of you potential audience members. So I'm relying on you to do that for me at this point. I've got other stuff on my plate that I'm a little more financially obligated to for, the time being. Trying to get a new job and get acclimated to that. Just gotten over several months of bad health issues, several months of unemployment issues, and all kinds of other drama I would just rather not burden you with. Um, as well as having to worry about, you know, apartment searching or, renting here in the immediate future because my lease is up here before too long. So I have decided not to renew at this place. So I will be relocating to a new place, preferably still here in Phoenix. Um, which is why I'm doing the green screen instead of, white walled, boxed up looking appearance on the previous updates or posts or live, whatever you want to call it, live feeds. As well as trying to produce content and get it out there on all the other platforms as well as this one. As much as I can, as frequently as I can, just to kind of let you guys know, hey, I'm still here. Haven't gone nowhere. Just living life and trying to get through this batch of, complications, issues, obstacles, whatever you want to call it. For those of you who are pet lovers, here's Dingo. Hold on, folks. Okay, we'll go back this way. We got Dingo, my little buddy. How you doing, Dingo? You doing okay? Yeah, he's taking a nap. And his buddy, Aussie Poo, the old doggy of the bunch. Aussie Poo's 15. And Dingo, he's 5 years old. Yeah, you guys are best buddies, huh? Yeah. Yeah, you guys are my buddies. You guys are good boys. Yeah. Don't let their peaceful uh prettiness fool you guys out there. They can be a bit of a handful and very picky, I guess. So I'm not gonna ramble on for too long. I'm kind of pointless to do a long video on this platform if I'm not having any viewers or very low viewer count. So bear with me, get these numbers up, and I'll putting content on this platform ahead of the other ones. Which, to be honest, I prefer YouTube over all the other platforms because, well, I've got an attention span longer than 5 seconds, and I would like to produce content for you guys that, you know, are a little more lengthier, a little more entertaining than just random short, 1 minute long videos. So, like I said, subscribe, like, follow, check out my other channels on the other platforms. Let me know what you guys think. Don't be shy. Don't be scared. I don't bite. Just trying to do what I can for you and me. Take it with what you will. Anyways, I guess I shall see you guys later on. Kind of hoping for a little more of a bigger audience instead of having to wait several years and putting in all kinds of time and energy on these platforms just to, get very little attention. I don't see myself as wanting to do this for a lengthy period of time if there's no audience to do it for. So, do me a favor, be my audience, pass the word around. Check out my other channels. Leave comments, like, and subscribe, and do all that other crap. Doesn't cost you nothing. Me, it's costing me all kinds of stuff to do these videos for you. It's not like I'm getting paid for it. I would like to at some point, but you know. Anyways.